Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I have so much to update you on that I don't know if I'm going to remember everything that I need to update you on. But this morning I just worked a little bit. I'm trying to, I guess one of the things that I want to update you on is that I have this new work schedule that I'm trying out, because if you are a mompreneur, I think is like what they're called, like a stay-at-home mom who's also an entrepreneur, you know that it's very difficult to balance work and life, staying at home with your baby and working from home. So I have finally invested in a babysitter who's gonna come once a week for a few hours in between naps. That way I can get work done, and the way that I've set it up is so that, you need a toy? Let me get this. The way that I have set it up is that his first nap, I'll work from his first nap all the way through his first nap. The babysitter will get here before his first nap ends. That way she can get him up from his first nap and, you know, be with him his entire wake time. Then put him down for his second nap, and so I can work his whole first nap, his whole wake time, and his whole second nap for one whole day, which would allow me to get so much done. And then Craig is not going to work out on Tuesdays in the mornings, so that I can work from like 8 a.m. to 12:30 before he leaves for work. And then my mom usually comes on Fridays for a few hours so that I can work. So I'm really excited about that, because I just feel like I've been struggling to get stuff done, and part of me is okay with that because I've also been able to spend so much like uninterrupted, undivided attention with Azariah, and he will always be more important than how many videos I put out or what content I put out and all the things. But it is nice to be able to have a little bit more of like a structured schedule, you know? So I got to work a lot this morning, like pretty much the whole morning I got to work on stuff. I recorded a podcast, I edited a video, I recorded a video, like so many things I was able to get done. I'm also excited because since I work from home and it's getting chillier outside, so I can't go on as much walks and stuff with Azariah, I have this new thing that's called the FlexiSpot desk bike, and it's basically exactly what it sounds like. It's a desk and a bike, and I showed it this morning. It's super, super cool because it allows me to still be moving and still be active in a way while I'm working and while I'm getting stuff done. And that's important to me because I'm sedentary while I'm working, because I'm editing, I'm recording a podcast, figuring out what I want to do for a podcast, I'm figuring out content, writing a book, completely sedentary. So it's just so nice for me to be able to have the option to hop on this bike the whole time I'm editing and like actually burn some calories while working. Right now, if you don't know, I have this lovely situation. I have a stress fracture in my foot, and I've had this boot on for almost 2 months now. And so I still can use the desk bike. I just try not to use it for longer periods of time, you know, to not put too much stress on my foot. So when I'm not doing that, I will use the desk riser from FlexiSpot, which is another super helpful thing because I can stand. It helps because I have horrible posture when I'm sitting in a chair editing, so it forces me to have better posture by standing. It allows me to like just change a position and not put so much stress and tension on my back from sitting at a computer all day. So I'm really grateful for those two things. And if you guys want to try out either of these products for yourself, there is a link in the description below. Thank you so much, FlexiSpot, for sponsoring this video and allowing me to feel like I'm accomplishing two things at once at the same time, honoring my body and providing content and encouragement for you guys. Another update is that if you follow me on Instagram, then you might know that after 9 years of an undiagnosed illness, undiagnosed chronic pain and gut issues, all the things, I finally have a diagnosis. And if I would have been telling you this 2 weeks ago when I found out, I would be bawling my eyes out right now. But I am still super emotional about it, but it's set in and there's been a lot of change that's happened. And the reason that I'm telling you that I have a diagnosis is because I think it's important to tell you, because there's been so many of you who've been following me since the beginning of trying to figure out what's wrong and trying to heal, and like literally all the things that are wrong with my body, all the false diagnoses, all the false things, and all the like lack of hope that doctors have given me and people in general. And to now actually have a diagnosis and have answers and be still finding answers is really, really cool, and I'm so grateful to God. However, I did just want to say that as of right now, I have not shared my diagnosis anywhere on any social media platform, because it is something that I want to be very prayerful about if I should share it, because it's complicated and it's a lot. It's so crazy how all of the puzzle pieces have been coming together and making more and more sense. The more that I find out, the more the more correct tests that are being done, the more that my chiropractor is looking into things. And more than I want people to take my diagnosis and like hear that, because that's not going to be as helpful as me just reminding people that they don't have to hear this is just how you're going to be for the rest of your life, or I'm not sure what's wrong with you, so just do this, just take this medication, because that's what I have been told ever since I've been sick, and that hasn't worked for me. So I kept fighting for answers, and I kept going to different people and trying different things, and finally the Lord led me to the right person who truly listened to me and wanted to help me and find the root cause, not just bandage up the problems. And it led me to a diagnosis. Not a diagnosis that I would ever guessed, but an incredible one that is now giving me the opportunity to heal and be confident in my body and regain my body. This is currently my house situation. So many dishes. Like, oh my Lanta. Sometimes you just have to think, I love that I have a family, and I love that I get to make a mess in my house with my child, with my husband. Sometimes you just gotta turn it like that. I'm still praying through and working through what exactly the Lord is putting in my heart in regards to this. But I just feel like some things might be not even changing, just looking, I guess looking different and changing is the same thing, but changing slightly on my channel and my page in regards to Azariah and showing him so frequently. So I said on my story that I'm probably not going to be showing him as frequently. That does not mean I won't be showing him at all. Please hear me when I say that. I love that you guys love seeing his life and have been following for so long, and I know his story continues to change people's life. So please don't think that I'm not going to be sharing him. There's just some things that the Lord has put on my heart in regards to sharing him so much over other things that God has also asked me to share. And so I want to share some other things. I don't want every video that I post, and it hasn't been this way, and you guys have probably noticed, but I don't want every video that I post to have to include him. I want to be creative in other ways, because my channel, although I do share my family, I want to share about other things too. I want to share just faith videos. I want to share just non-toxic stuff related videos. So thank you guys for just like respecting that and understanding. And again, I don't have a clear vision on this yet. I just know that I have been using especially when it comes to Instagram, it's been Azariah, and while I love that I get to share him, I have to remember that it's still my Instagram page, is still my YouTube channel, and there's other things that I want to share too. So I hope that makes sense, and if it doesn't, it's okay. It'll make sense as I process it with you guys. All right, it's a little bit later. Hi, sir. Where are we going? Hey, Azariah. Are we gonna go see Mimi and Papa? Azariah, we can see Mimi and Papa. Also, his outfit, I totally did not mean to match with mine. Green shirt, what color is this? Khaki colored pants. So that's pretty cool. Are we gonna take some pictures today? Because we have to, because we're matching. I'm gonna leave to go see my mom here in just a minute, and she's gonna watch him for just a little bit so that I can work and get some stuff done that I need to get done, because I know that I'm not gonna be able to do it while I'm here. Oh, bonk, bonk. That's why we have pillows. All right. That's why we have pillows. Ready? Ready? Push. Push. Good job. Okay, I am at my parents' house. I just want to show you my mom's hair shop. This is in my house that I grew up in. It's so pretty. My dad built this from, this used to be our old garage. Let me see if I can get some better lighting. So, it used to be our old garage, and he completely changed it. That door right there to the left is a bathroom. Isn't it pretty in here?
She does that too.
Who is that, Bubby? Who is that? It's a video.
Does he? Does he eat blueberries?
Yes. You had blueberries the first time this morning, didn't you?
Oh my goodness.
And you mooshed them and you played with. Oh, shy. We're being shy.
Peppa loves blueberries.
You're so happy.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
You're just like that. Yeah.
You haven't seen her since you were like 4 months old.
Oh, and you've got a lovely smile.
That's what Grandma said, that he was 4 months old. Because it was in the summer, so it would have been.
Right.
You got some crazy hair going on.
And Jerry was talking about blonde head, but I was a blondie when I was little.
Craig was blonde too when he was little, and then he turned like super dark brown.
Bubby.
Azariah.
Azariah.
Yay.
The parrot makes its home in towering trees, flying so high in the rainforest. Please, come get him.
He's gonna get there.
Come get him. Use this one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's trying.
Okay, good job. All the way.
Good job, Bubbies.
Okay, push, 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 push. Yay! Good job.
Bubby, you did it. You're red in the face from trying so hard.
This is my view for the next hour while I work in a rocking chair with my mom's sweatshirt on because it's a little bit chilly, but it's also too nice to not be working outside today. I did also want to mention that I have been releasing more podcasts. I don't know if a lot of you guys on YouTube know about my podcast, but I talk about it pretty often on Instagram. I really hope that the podcast, if you choose to listen to it, blesses you, knowing that their life does have value, that even if they're struggling, even if they're going through a trial, or even if they're in a really good place in life, that their life is valuable and they are worth something. So I will leave a link to my podcast in the description below. The last 2 podcasts really were probably my favorite ones that I've ever recorded. Well, I can't say that actually because I've liked all of them, but I feel like just really relevant to life right now. So it would mean a lot to me if you guys went and listened to them. And if you do listen to it, it's super simple to just give it either like a star rating or a written review. It just helps other people see the podcast. And if you really enjoyed it, if you share it on Instagram, on your Instagram stories, then I will repost it. And that's another way to spread awareness of my podcast. You are all bathed and snuggly. What? So snuggly. For the rest of the evening, I'm going to publish or like make my podcast live. So again, if you guys would like to check that out, please check the link in the description. And then I'm probably gonna watch Dr. Phil, because that is my guilty pleasure right now, is watching Dr. Phil. I don't know why. And then I'm gonna spend some time with Jesus and then go to bed early because I'm beat today I had absolutely no reason. But thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to love God, love yourself, and love people. And we'll see you in the next one, right? What are you looking for? What are you looking for? Okay, bye.